What's up, y'all? It's Kyra and welcome back to my channel. So as y'all can see, we are sitting here in my studio, which only means one thing. Yes, we are doing another makeup tutorial today. I know y'all has been forever since I have sat down and filmed for you guys. And if y'all have watched my recent videos, you guys know that I just really have not been feeling it. I have not really been in the mood to create beauty content, but today I am feeling it, okay? And I'm excited and amped up for today's video because today we are doing a luxury look for less, which basically means that I'll be creating a really bomb full glam look using all affordable products. And I'm also excited to be partnering with NYX Cosmetics on this video to share with you guys my favorite recent go-to brow pencils, which is the NYX Cosmetics Micro Brow Pencil. But before I jump into the brows, I want to definitely go ahead and prep my skin because we all know that skin prep is a must when it comes to makeup. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the Pixi Ceramide Rose Cream. It is a really good yet affordable moisturizer, and I love this stuff. My skin loves it. It's so rich and creamy, and it literally is a perfect product to prep your skin before you jump in, with primer and foundation. I wanted to go ahead and bring you guys in, just make sure that you guys get a really nice view of what I am doing, especially when it comes to the brows and the eyes. So I have combination skin, so for me, sometimes my brows, especially now that it's hot outside, my brows tend to get a little bit oily. So I want to go ahead and apply a little bit of a translucent powder to set my brows first before I go ahead and fill them in. I wanted to again share the NYX Cosmetics Micro Brow Pencil, which retails for $10, and it is an amazing dupe for a high-end brow pencil, okay? So this pencil here is one of my favorites because it comes in a wide array of colors. So it ranges from ash brown to blonde to espresso, brunette, black. So it literally has a shade for everyone depending on, of course, your brow color. Now, the reason why I love this particular style is because, as you guys know, whenever it comes to brows for me, I prefer a much more natural brow, right? So I love a good, precise micro brow pencil that really allows you to be able to draw in those natural brow strokes. And this brow pencil does just that. One end of the brow pencil is a spoolie, which you guys know how much I love spoolies, and they are a must when it comes to brow pencils for me because the spoolie end is going to be really, really helpful in blending out that product and kind of smoothing out those harsh lines to ensure that everything is nice and natural. And it's also a creamy, high pigmented pencil as well. So that color, just look at this, you guys, is going to show up whenever you go ahead and, of course, fill in your brows, which is, of course, what you want in a brow pencil. And it also is a mechanical brow pencil, so you don't have to worry about sharpening it, every time you use it as well. I actually use two shades. I use the shade chocolate and the shade brunette. Brunette is just a little bit darker than chocolate, and so what I actually do is I'll actually go in and first outline my brow in the shade chocolate. You guys know I don't do my brows too dark. I actually prefer a much more natural looking brow. The idea here is that you want to just focus solely on those lighter or sparser areas. So I just take chocolate and outline the top of my brow and the bottom of my brow, okay? And then from there, I just lightly fill in the brow. And again, I'm focusing it mainly on those sparser areas. So there's the brow with just a shade chocolate, and then I'll go in with the shade brunette and then just deepen any of those sparser areas that still need some love. Okay, again, spoolie, do not forget to brush it up, and there is my brow. Since this is an affordable makeup look, I'm gonna go ahead and take the Juvia's Place Concealer in the shade 15 and just clean up my brows and then also drag it downwards, and I'll be using that as my primer for my eyes for today. And then going in with the RCMA No Color Powder, which is just a simple translucent powder. I'm gonna go ahead and just set all over, and this helps to not only keep your shadow in place, but it also helps with blending out your shadow as well. It makes it 10 times easier to blend out your eyeshadow. So for this look, I want to go ahead and play in the Nomads palette by Juvia's Place. It's a really nice neutral palette, but it definitely gives that luxurious feel. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this color here and just pop that in my crease and just really pack that in the crease to really warm up the eyes. And this is kind of where applying that lighter base is gonna really play into the look because, of course, since we have a lighter base, these colors are gonna pick up a lot more and gonna really show exactly how I want them to. Taking a clean blending brush and just blending out those harsh edges. And then taking this matte olive green down here in that same palette and just focusing this on the outer crease as well. So you guys see I'm doing windshield wiper motions, just blend that into the crease. And don't worry, I'm gonna blend it out further in a second. But for now, I'm just kind of focusing it right in that crease area. First brush and blend out the edges. So essentially that green and that orange should essentially run together and you shouldn't have any harsh lines. And then taking this matte olive green up here and kind of focusing that in right in the outer corner. So essentially I'm just layering here because I want to create a nice smoky outer corner without it getting too muddy. I'm just blending out those edges with that matte green shade. Taking my finger in the shade here in the center, I'm going to just place this right in the inner corner. I'm just bringing it up on the lid and it's a little bit into the crease. Same thing on this side. Gonna focus it right on the lid and then just bring it up a little bit into the crease. Kind of fixing this area here in the inner corner and it's packing on some more of that shimmer. And then the last step is going to be kind of smoke out the lash line because I don't want to do like a harsh dark line or anything. I really want to smoke out the lash line with some of that green. So I'm gonna take a mix of these two greens here and then kind of just drag that color along the lash line. Okay, and there we go for now. All right, I also went ahead and applied my lashes off camera. I was having one of those sugar lash days, and I opted for a much more dramatic lash than I usually do. Again, because this is more of a luxurious, really full glam look, so I wanted the lashes to be really nice and full and flirty. I also went ahead and applied my primer off camera. You guys know primer is just the one thing that I cannot find a good drugstore version of. I am such a, high-end primer junkie, so I just went ahead and applied my primer off camera. So I'm gonna go ahead and just hop right into foundation. And for foundation today, I'll be using the Covergirl Matte Ambition foundation. It's one of my favorite drugstore foundations to date. Go ahead and press it in with the damp beauty blender. And you guys know I always do this just to not only press the foundation to the skin, but to also remove any excess products so it's not just sitting on top of the face. So I'm gonna go ahead and spot treat any areas that kind of have some darkness peeping through, just kind of like around my mouth, under my eyes. It helps you use less foundation because like if you apply one layer of foundation on, you'll realize that you really don't need coverage everywhere. So I've learned to just use less foundation and then just go in and spot treat to further or to add more coverage with a skin tone concealer. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and actually conceal or highlight with that same concealer that we use to highlight our brow bone. And that is the Juvia's Place Concealer in the shade 15. So applying this under my eyes, forehead area, cupid's bow, chin. I'm gonna let that sit for a couple seconds just so it kind of gets a little bit tacky. And of course, the tackier it gets, the more coverage it provides. So I'm gonna go ahead and just hop right into my cream contour or bronzer. And I'm using the Hailey's Beauty foundation stick in the shade 7.25. You guys know how much I love this one. Gonna just blend this out. And I don't like my contour to be too dark or too harsh. All I'm trying to do is just add some warmth and some shape and dimension back into my skin. And then I'm gonna go ahead and blend out that concealer. Here I'm just going in, kind of removing some of that concealer from the side of my nose, just the way my nose doesn't actually look bigger. So now I'm gonna go ahead and set my under eye highlight. And actually all the areas that I apply some concealer, I'm gonna first look up and just blend out any of those creases. And I'm setting it with the RCMA No Color Powder, which is a really good affordable dupe for some higher end setting powders. So first I'm just applying a really thin layer to just set that area and just really press it in. As y'all can see, the first layer that I do is just to set that area. Same thing in the cupid's bow. Kind of just press it in. Hit those laugh lines. So that's the first layer. I'm gonna go ahead and first set the rest of my face. This is the Covergirl Full Spectrum Matte Ambition Powder. I'm going to use this to set all over my face. Again, I do have combination skin, so setting with the powder is a must. Like I have to always set, basically anytime I apply a liquid or a cream, I have to always set it with the powder. Now going in with that same Full Spectrum Covergirl Matte Ambition Powder, but taking a deeper shade. This is a shade Deep Cool. And the one I set all over with was the shade Tan Golden. I'm gonna go ahead and just bronze up my skin. And I'm just applying it to the areas that I applied that cream bronzer just to further warm up the skin. But I am also kind of blending it out because I don't want any harsh lines. You guys know me. Harsh lines are a no. Take that face powder brush and just blend out that bronzer even more. Gonna now go in and just bake under my eyes. So just taking that same RCMA powder and just setting that area. But I'm applying a thicker layer to really bake and brighten that under eye highlight. Add some powder to my nose. I'm just using my skin colored face powder to just kind of shape up my nose. And I always drag my nose contour into my brow because a good nose contour starts right at the inner brow. So I always bring it up into the brow and into my eyeshadow. So it's all nice and seamless. I'm gonna just brush up my brows and touch up any areas that may have gotten messed up with the foundation and powder and all that. Okay, and then to set my brows, I'm gonna take the NYX Cosmetics Control Freak Brow Gel. You guys know how much I love this one. I just really love NYX Cosmetics brow products in general. Okay, going to dust away that excess powder. We should be all good and baked by now. I'm gonna go ahead and add some blush. And for blush, I'll be using the Milani Coral Cove blush to just add some color back to my cheeks. I'm gonna also take the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlight and just apply that to the bridge of my nose, as well as my forehead for a nice little glow, and the high points of my cheekbone. All right, now before I go ahead and finish off the lower lash, I'm gonna go ahead and do my lips first, just kind of see what kind of lower lash line situation I want to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the Colourpop BFF3 lip liner and just line my lips. Okay, and then for lips, I'm leaning towards like a really pretty nude glossy lip. So I'm gonna take this Milani More Matte Lip Cream in the shade Adorable, which is a really pretty like rosy nude. And so apply that right in the center. And then taking the Colourpop BFF4 lip liner and just lining the outer edge of my lip. And to top it off, I'm gonna take the NYX Cosmetics Butter Gloss in the shade Madeline and just add that right on top. These are so good. I love the NYX Cosmetics Butter Glosses. They're amazing. So I went ahead and applied a black gel liner off camera in my waterline, but I'm gonna go ahead and smoke it out with the two matte green shades from that same Juvia's Place palette, just to tie in those brown tones on the bottom. Okay, and then it's gonna smoke that out even further with that matte orange from that same Juvia's Place palette. And then of course, I can't forget a pop of highlight like usual in my inner corner. And then last but not least, I'm gonna go ahead and apply my mascara. This is the Covergirl Exhibitionist Waterproof Mascara. My eyes are currently watering, so this is like why I'm using the waterproof mascara, but this is a really good dupe for a high-end product. Actually, you know what? Honestly, all the products that I used are really great dupes for high-end products. All right, guys, so here is the final look. Off camera, I actually did go ahead and set my entire face with the Flower Beauty setting spray, which is also an affordable option. And as you all can see, this look turned out phenomenally. I am literally obsessed with how everything came out. You know, the skin, the highlight. I'm telling you guys, this is full glam. I actually have no idea when the last time I did a look this full glam was. It's been quite a while, but I am digging it. I'm loving, you know, the really bold lashes. They're a bit of an adjustment for me, but definitely, you know, go with this overall look. obsessed with the brows. Again, you guys, the NYX Cosmetics micro brow pencils are amazing quality for only $10. Again, the perfect precise brow pencil to really create those natural hair-like strokes, and it just gives such a nice full natural finish. So if you guys are interested in checking out the NYX Cosmetics micro brow pencil, go ahead and click the link down below to check it out. Again, it's only $10 and they have a shade for everyone. This video and tutorial is a testament to show you guys that you don't have to spend a whole lot of money to get a really nice full glam look. Like, it's all about finding the perfect products that work for your skin type and your skin tone, and really knowing how to use them to make it really work for you. So hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you guys did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye guys.